Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdoms of Amalur Re-Reckoning with me, Brigand Hall. We're gonna go into Dellach. Meet with Agarth or Agarth and see what the whole fate business is all about.
Ever since this place was abandoned, strange beasts have moved in. Stay close. This place
weird.
has been abandoned for so long that some fate weavers think it's just a legend.
Oh, swung again. Well, thank you. I thought I did a pretty bang-up job myself. Alright, so Shine and Shadow are this way. At least that's what it looks like. I'll take care of the ads first. Didn't mean to do that. Alright, let's go after this guy first. Whoops. There we go. Nothing to it. Alright, Shine and Shadow. There is two sides of a coin. Stirring hot during the day, ghostly cold at night. Okay. Didn't mean to deactivate my reckoning mode when I was in the middle of combat there, but no going back now. Ooh, Sylvanite Hammer. Well, it does more damage. It's above us? Yeah, okay. How do we get up there? I guess from the Theater of Fate. Okay. We will work our way around to it. I feel like sometimes this remaster looks really good, and then other times it looks kind of crappy. I don't know how to explain it. Like it shifts. Like when I zoom in here, it looks pretty good. Then every once in a while, I guess it depends on the lighting. Nothing to it. Hammer of Accuracy. Not as good as what I have. Should start selling some of those gems and stuff that I have. So again, I don't really plan on doing any crafting. I'll hold until some of the really good stuff because I might do some crafting at the very end of the game when I stop finding.
The theater can show us the whole tapestry of fate laid bare. We can do nothing to change it or prevent its horrors. Well, most of us can't.
Yeah, when I stop finding upgrades, I'll probably start doing some crafting here or there. Alright, those might be better. Nope. Got a little bit of frame drop there when we pass that the water. Yeah, I'm not worried about my fate meter. I'm already getting more than enough experience. Ooh, robust helm. It is much better. Ring of shelter. Elemental resistance. Eh. Already have some of that.
After all those years of hiding in a bottle, it's good to see some action again. If only one last time. Your future is running out!
Ooh, a Jade Band. 50% damage with range, 10%. It's all for range. Really good though if you wanna. I should probably read the flavor text for these, right? Jade Band with a gold and ruby setting offers the user enhanced vision to aid in targeting foes from afar. Oh, should probably grab that. There was also, let's see. I know, that's just a blue. I want to read all the purple and yellow flavor text for items. No treasure back here? I feel like this would be a good place for a chest or something. But what do I know? They actually saved me from getting hit there. Good job, buddy. Well, I guess he stopped me from getting hit a second time. So I already got hit the one time. I thought those guys were especially squishy. A little too easy.
We're almost there, or at least as far as I can take you. I've seen this moment. I'm sorry, my friend. This is as far as I can take you. Try this Your future is running out.
Oh, that I had time.
Another victory. I'm still alive. He was supposed to. Do you have any idea what you've done? What sort of power you're playing with?
No idea, man. I changed fate, right?
You absorbed everything he was, everything he would do. You changed the weave of destiny itself. Because of you, there are deeds he won't do. Children of his that won't be born. Victims that won't die when they were supposed to.
He tried to kill us.
Yes, I'm aware. But there's still no telling what damage you could do if you aren't careful. You're much more dangerous than I thought. We need to get you to the Theater of Fate right away.
Okay, well that's what we're working on. I mean, I wasn't trying to change fate, I was just swinging my hammer. And hoping for the best. Well, hey, I still got a new helmet. It shouldn't be as good as what I currently have. Yeah, it's not. It's not as good as what I used to have. I find there's a lack of music in this area. There's a little bit right there, but... it's like it's a little lacking. Let's get rid of this guy so he doesn't do that anymore. He just starts running off. Like, hey, next checkpoint, guys. I'm over here fighting for my life. I do have yeah, okay. I just saw the health tick up. I want to make sure that I had regen because it's not moving very fast.
The Theater of Fate. I never thought I'd see it.
Azurite Greaves. This probably aren't as good as what I currently have equipped, but we'll check anyway. Yeah, nope. Pretty sure those are 2D. Those look 2D. The city's on the side. Or building structures, whatever they are.
Fate Weavers never fully understood the power of this place. Seems there's a lot we don't understand. Scum? Gods, I should have brought another bottle. No surprise that Niskaru found its way to this place of power. Everything about these ruins is dedicated to this room, and at the center of it all is the Destiny Stone. With it, the Fae taught the Fate Weavers the answers to the deepest mysteries of fate. Put your hands on the stone, and maybe we can find answers to your own mysteries.
Destiny Stone.
This temple was built by the Rathir, and it's been here as long as recorded history. But the Destiny Stone was made by the first Fate Weavers. The legends say that they drew on ageless wisdom to build the stone. But with our order so scattered now, it hasn't been used in years.
Niskaru.
The Niskaru are hideous creatures of chaos and corruption. They hated the Arathi, but unlike them, the Niskaru still stalk our world. Thankfully, they've mostly been driven back from the Feylands, but you still find a few lurking deep underground.
And what am I supposed to do here?
Just put your hand on the Destiny Stone. It'll show me where you fit into the tapestry of fate.
Exceptional armor. It's not really living up to its name, is it? Boots of the Elixir. Getting a ton of bucklers and stuff.
The Destiny Stone came apart at your touch. And all around you, the tapestry of fate, unweaving itself. And there at the core was the Codex of Destiny. The wisdom that the Fae used to help the first Fate Weavers understand the nature of the weave. Don't you see what this means?
That I broke your fate rock?
Ha! A small price to pay for the Codex of Destiny. If we can find a way to read that, it might help us understand something about you. But for now, just understand this. You're changing the fate of everyone you meet. That could make you more powerful than anything that's walked this world.
Is it dangerous?
As dangerous as an open flame. You could help people or destroy them entirely. When you get involved, there's no grand cosmic plan. Only freedom and all the dangers that come with it. And that means I owe you, Wait. What's that?
Purge the abomination! In the name of Godflaw!
Hello.
Oh, this looks like some fun.
Alright, screw it. What? They obviously want us to do this. Whoops.
Who are you? How do we know you're not working with the Tuatha?
I don't care if you trust me. I'm much more interested in your friend here.
You know what? I'm not worried about it.
I'm beginning to think that these Tuatha don't like you. Now why do you think that might be? After all, someone who can change the fate of the world, who wouldn't want you?
How did they find me?
I'm not sure, but they're very well informed about your location. They came straight here from Didenhill, but they're not nearly as interesting as you. Especially now that they're dead. Now it's my turn. Why are you here?
I came to understand my fate.
Ha! Knowing the future is for fools. Who reads the end of a book before it's time? Save your attention for the present. Like that codex you found? Our scholars thought those were all gone from the world. But you're just full of surprises. Good luck understanding it. That's Fae knowledge. They don't even have a written language. The stone is simply embedded with what they know. Unseeable to mortals.
How can I understand it?
Normally, I'd suggest looking in Issa, but the Fae are not fond of unexpected guests. But don't look so sad. There's still hope. When you're ready, meet me at the House of Ballads. Be on your way.
We can't trust her. Never met a Darkelfar who'd give me a straight answer, even with a sword at their throat. But she wasn't wrong about that codex. Just be careful doing anything she suggests. Meanwhile, we can't just ignore the Tuatha that are tracking you. We need to do something about them.
How can we find them?
She said they came through Didenhill, didn't she? They don't belong in these lands, so they probably left a trail wide as an Eden's backside. Meet me there, and we'll track them down. Maybe we can find out why they're after you. Or at least how they can find you so easily. I've got some final rites to perform before I leave this place. Good luck.
Let's see if he has any new conversation
I've
options.
got a lot of prayers to say before I leave here again.
Alright, well, let's blow this popsicle stand. And if there's time, once we get out of here, I might even go back to the, go to the library. Speak to what's-her-face. Alright, not bad. I probably could have got my reckoning mode off a couple times here. There are plenty of enemies to wail on to build up my fate meter. Put it in that, I probably would have leveled up. But it's fine, I'm fine with not leveling up too fast. Because again, that was one of the big complaints when the game first came out, was that you got over-leveled and the game became too easy. So I don't mind pacing myself a little bit. Okay. Darn it. There we go. So I wouldn't mind having that in my inventory, so let's so it'd be worthwhile once I get to, was it Mercantile 3? Because then when I break down items, they could be junk items, they give you gold for it, they give you 30% of the cost. So then it'd be worth grabbing everything and then breaking it down in the junk, but right now I don't get anything out of it. I do need to go sell. So let's go here. Clear out my inventory, we'll go to the Ballads library. And deal with that part of the quest, and that might lead us back to the House of Ballads, so then we can knock out two birds with one stone once we get back to the house. House of Ballads.
Oh, thank the God.
That's right, she's not a merchant.
We've still now. What is it that I can do for you? Widow, spare you.
I'll go ahead and have this guy repair all my stuff while I'm here. I have so much money. No reason not to go and have a blacksmith fix all my stuff up, so I don't have to worry about it.
Can't stop. It's good to keep working. It reminds me, stay alert.
Okay, remember where was that?
Welcome. Do come in. You must forgive my lack of hospitality. The Maid of Windermere and her minions have left me in a bit of a situation. Creth and Airmer could offer no remedy, but perhaps your mortal ingenuity will prevail where others have failed.
Tenwa.
I am Tenwa, formerly a knight of the House of Ballads. Many seasons ago, I was asked to give up my post and come here to work on the Fey Cairns. Hallam has trusted me with protecting the catalogue of legendary summer feats. I guarantee that every song is sung as it should be.
Maid of Windermere.
She is the Witch Magware, sworn enemy of our great house and Enchantress Supreme. She will do anything within her power to win the love of our brave King Wensin. As it is now, and as it has always been, she preys upon the wild and stupid to reach her goals. But something is different this time. She is growing ambitious.
Fey Cairns.
They were designed by Father Rathir, a mortal, and I worked with Hallam the White to fashion the enchanted cairn shell itself. Quite a discovery they are. It took more than a season to conceive of, and then create the first working cairn, but it has been worth all my efforts. Our songs of summer are safe, for now.
Echo Stone.
It is a form of magic new to our kind, a creation of our own Hallam the White. It is what he and I have been doing here in the library these past few seasons. Lore stones have become a common magic among the young races. They are readily made, changed, and defiled. We Fae need a new currency of telling, a new way. The Echo Stone and the Fey Cairns are the latest in a series of experiments, as Hallam and I seek a way to protect and perpetuate our greatest songs.
Creth and Airmer.
Surely you know the songs of Sir Creth and Sir Airmer, faithful friends and knight hands who recovered the Sword of Ryderk. Ah, but it's likely you know them from Two Knights and a Troll. That is certainly their most popular ballad. They were here only moments ago, and I sent them after the villain who did this. My hopes for rescue go with them.
Ballads Library.
The Great Collection was commissioned by Lord Issa himself, but it was Hallam the White who championed its creation and who crafted the Fey Cairns. As long as the library and its many cairns remain, the songs of summer will have a place in this world, being sung again and again for an eternity.
What happened?
The maid paid me a visit this past evening. She and her accomplice, Nyx the Troll, stole my most prized cairns. All that work, and for what? With what I know, I should have expected an attack. Even this imprisonment spell, it is the same she used in the Ballad of Two Knights and a Troll. I can't recall the counterspell, of course, as that cairn was stolen. You must get them back, mortal. All of them, especially the one you came for.
Two Knights and a Troll.
It is a tale of what happens when one wishes to become something he has not. In this case, the subject of the song was Nyx the Troll, a loathsome, pitiful brute. As a jest, the Maid of Windermere enchanted Nyx into believing he was an ordinary man. He attempted to settle in a quaint mortal village to predictable disaster. When the knights Creth and Airmer arrived, they treated him like the man he longed to be. They challenged Nyx to a gentlemanly duel and slew him in fair combat.
Nyx the Troll.
As in his ballad, Nyx ran when he saw Creth and Airmer arrive. He is clearly under the maid's curse and may be doing her bidding. He ransacked the cottage and made off into the night, his gigantic arm piled high with Fey Cairns. My Fey Cairns.
How do I find the maid?
Her nearest lair is Sunder Caverns, where her minion Nyx makes his home. It is a craggy pit in Haxie, east. See you soon.
Well, maybe. Have any Fey Cairns laying around for me? Nice, skill book of Dispelling. But with lost lore and dozens of techniques, this book will grant a permanent bonus to the Dispelling skill of whoever reads it. The Threads of Fate bring with the power of Lyria herself, and one such magic, that of warding, is closely attuned to our goddess. To ward an object is to grace the thing with the beauty and magnificence. Her glyphs are the seals of power, the soft curve of a lion, the magnificent artistry of form visible in the vortexes of the spell. It moves with the grace and ease of water, the swiftness of the wind, and the pattern of the great cycle itself. If warding is a gift of beauty unto a thing, then dispelling is the collection of this beauty unto oneself. To tap the glyphs of fate is to subsume that magic in a display of arcane command. The simplest of wards carry direct and steady, if mundane, glyphs. Their connection to the arcane veil is severed easily. They are but single strands of decorative fabric in the weave of fate. The greater wards, however, include the more exceptional glyphs that are interwoven with each other in an exquisite array. These delicate strands of fate cannot be separated from the weave for long, and so the harnessing of these glyphs must be exercised as smoothly and swiftly as the wards themselves. As the elegance of our goddess is captured in the ethereal glyphs, so too is the indelicate nature of our mortality captured in the dark sigils of our wards. No human or alfar, gnome or giant may leave wield the power of magic without the tarnish of their mundanity. The markings left behind are often dark sigils, and serve as a reminder to all who would covet Lyria's majesty. Okay. Well, so be it. So maybe he missed one of the fake cairns that were in here and I could slap that bad boy into the Echo Stone, but alas, it is not to be. Wait, what? What quest is active? Oh. We'll probably knock out this next part, this next talking part.
Glynel, I assure you it's an ancient codex, just like in the tales.
Intriguing. And why would such a thing be revealed to a child of dust?
And here I was beginning to think that you'd never show up. This is Glynel, lore master of the House of Ballads. Give the codex over to him, and he may have your answers.
Okay, Tuatha.
The Tuatha are a radical sect of Fae within the Winter Court, led by Gadflow and his insane rants about their new god. They've taken power and declared war on mortals. They use raw prismia to enhance their power, and their devotion borders on madness. But the most terrifying thing to the Fae is simply the fact that their siblings have changed so completely.
The war.
You haven't been around much, have you? The Tuatha have been pressing west from their home in Alabastra. Right now, they're only threatening my people. But if we fall, the Tuatha will turn their eyes to the other mortal races.
Summer Court.
The Summer Court, or the Seelie Fae if you prefer, embody the growth and energy of nature. But they can still be as aloof and uncaring as a brutal summer day. The current High King of the Fae is Titarian, the wisest of the Summer Court. While Gadflow has undermined the Winter Court, he tries to keep their cycle in balance.
Winter Court.
The Winter Court, or the Unseelie, embrace the destruction and decay of nature. They aren't evil, but they aren't exactly the best of friends. Normally they share power peacefully with the Summer Court. But since the Tuatha have seized power, there is neither peace nor predictability.
Tatarian.
Titarian isn't quite what you'd expect from the High King of Summer. But he hasn't got the arrogance of his cousins, or their cheer. Ever since Gadflow killed the High King of Winter and started the war, Titarian has become distant and melancholy, and blind to the dangers around him.
Prismere.
We've known for a long time that Prismere crystals allow us to store and focus magical power. The gnomes use it in their grander inventions, when they can get it. But we have no idea how Gadflow got a hold of so much of it. It makes his Tuatha the most dangerous army I've ever seen.
House of Ballads.
The Fae do not have a written language, so their tales are their lifeblood, their history, and their future all in one. The House of Ballads is where they enshrine these legends and celebrate them, time and again.
Gleanol.
Gleanol's one of the greatest balladeers amongst the Fae, and the most learned lawmaster you'll find outside of Issa. And as it happens, he owes me a favor.
Fate.
A close friend once told me, strive to be whatever you want to be. Fate might be a lie, but if it isn't, then worrying about it won't change a thing.
Fae.
For a long time, they were content to keep to their play of the summer and winter courts. Now we fight Gadflow and the Tuatha for our very existence.
Dokaldfar.
We are the charmed, the subtle, and the inspired. In happier days, we were the loftiest of the mortal races. We despise open war. But for decades, the Tuatha have been at war with us, pushing into our lands and forcing us to take up arms.
Codex of Fate.
The Codex of Fate is no simple lore stone. It's more subtle and complex than any mortal could comprehend. But a lore master of ballads may be able to interpret it.
Alyn Shir.
I'm a woman of many talents, and we're all taught that we must use our talents for the greatest good, right?
Okay, this Fae can help me.
Lore Master Gleanol has devoted centuries to the study of lore and ancient Fae stories. The Codex you found isn't just any lore stone. Just talk to him, and I'm sure he'll be able to shed some light on the issue. Be on your way.
You must be Lady Shir's friend. She speaks very highly of you. An occasion rare enough to be worth recording in its own right. But let's see this codex.
Can you interpret this?
The fabled Codex of Destiny. When the Fate Weavers formed their order, our High King gave his own wisdom to assist them. To have such knowledge in your hands is a tremendous gift, but why did it reveal itself to you?
Because I have no fate.
Nonsense. All children of dust have a story that is written before you see your first dawn. Now, I can only make out some parts, but this is odd. The Codex speaks of an exception, a void, an end to the endless. This is simply too much. The High King would never pawn such absurdity off as wisdom.
I assure you it's real.
I'm sure you think it is. I fear you must have been taken in by a forgery. A perfectly created one, perhaps, but a forgery nonetheless. But this codex speaks of impossible things, changes to fate, death of the immortals, and other heresies. To ascribe these lies to the High King would be... I'm sorry, but I must ask you to take it away. I will have no part in these lies.
Gadflow.
He is an offense to our people. He upsets the natural order, and his war breaks the cycle. I will speak no more of him.
Are you sure the Codex is fake?
Is there a meaning to it? Only its author could tell you. Do not bother me with such foolishness again.
Lionel spends his life cherishing old stories, but show him something truly new, and he dismisses it. Tragic.
What do we do now?
First of all, we ignore this fool. Most Fae aren't comfortable with change, and you are certainly something new. I'm afraid that only one person will really be able to help us with the Codex. The High King himself.
How am I supposed to meet him?
It will be difficult. His court is in the city of Issa. Very few mortals are permitted in its gardens. I do know one individual who can grant you permission to enter, but you'll have to meet him alone.
Why alone?
Nirelem is a private person, and he carries a grudge against me, although perhaps person isn't the right word for him, nor is him. You'll find him in southeast Dalentarth, at Caer Nirelem. Just head towards the giant tree, and, well, you'll see.
A Codex of Fate.
That codex isn't just a complicated lore stone. It seems to tell a tale most Fae don't want to hear, and created by High King Tatarian himself, no less. Interesting.
Niralim.
Niralim is the oldest living mortal. He remembers the time before even the Fae called these lands home. You should see how they cherish him. He rarely grants an audience to visitors. His tenders say he knows the future as well as the past. It makes him very particular about what he says.
Like Gadflow.
None of us could have foreseen the rise of Gadflow and his army, but we should have, and now we're all facing the price.
Like Lionel.
That old coward. He may have lived 100 heroic lives, but he's lost the moment he faces something truly new. Pathetic.
Okay, and let's go see Niralim. Or go to Niralim.
You'll have to meet him on your own. I'd accompany you, but Niralim and I have our disagreements. Good luck with Niralim, and ignore anything he says about me.
Alright. Making some progress or some headway in the main quest. I think I'm gonna do the Teeth of Narrows next, before we head any further east. Just so I don't have to do any backtracking. So let me go and sell some stuff real fast. Clear out my inventory completely, and then we'll head to the Teeth of Narrows in the next episode. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to call it here. In the next one, I'll just meet you guys over here next to the quest marker before we head into that cave to contact the expedition. And that's what we'll do for however long that takes. This is that expansion, so it might take a little while. I don't know where the Dead Kell expansion is. I don't think it adds a new area. It must be a new quest line. Unless it's this one. Yeah, I think it's this one. But we'll do that when we get there. I'm going to try and do the map in order, so west to east. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.